Hey there, Juan Morales here, and in today's episode we're going to talk about a model for going into any market and really being able to dominate that market in the fastest way possible. And it has to do a lot with the way that a customer experiences their journey. Now, the reason I want to bring this up is because so many people, when they want to go through something and they want to achieve that goal, the first thing that they do is they just jump on whatever they see first in front of them, and they don't think of all the ways that someone can be helped or supported on their way to achieving the goal. Now, imagine this client is someone who's going to dig for gold. And this is why I like this example, and I'll share the story of it in just a second. But imagine that that prospect is going for gold. Now, if you remember, in the 1840s and 50s, right, where the San Francisco 49ers name came from, it was the gold rush in California. And if you ask most people who made the most money during the gold rush, most people will tell you that it was people getting gold or that they don't know the names or whatever. But the truth is, it wasn't anybody that was trying to get gold. The people that made the most money were the people that were selling the pickaxes and the shovels and the clothes and the stuff that was needed for those who went there and were digging for gold. So why do I bring this up? Now imagine your customer, your prospect, is at the same way, right? Whatever they consider that gold to be, that's what they're going for. Now, same as the people in the gold rush, is someone standing there in front of the mountain and they want to go and get what's theirs, what they believe to be theirs, or whatever the opportunity is that they want to seize. So let's think about it for a second. How many ways are there where you could help this person? Now, the first one is that you can give them a map of the mountain, right, which is give them a strategy, give them something that they just can use that map and try to get there, right? That's a very common product that people take. Another one is to sell them the pickaxes and the shovels, right? These people are going to need certain things in order to get that. This is where you can sell software. This is where you can sell methods and mechanisms and pre-built things like templates and stuff like that, because that's what those are, right? It's the weapons you're going to need when you get there. And then finally, you have the Sherpa mentality, right? The guide mentality. The person is going to go up there and walk with you. Now, if you look at the three things that I just mentioned, the Sherpa is the coach, right? What you usually see as a coach. The pickaxes and shovels are usually the software pieces, the new components that came out, the new SaaS softwares or whatever. And then the maps are really the books, the strategies, and all these things that we do. Now, why is this important? Well, let's go back. If you think about it, whenever you're going into a market, chances are that you're thinking of approaching it just with one idea in mind. If you're a coach, chances are you only think in terms of the Sherpa, because you're always thinking in terms of that. If you're a software developer, you're always thinking in terms of the weapons, because that's the way that you think. And if you're someone who writes books or has created some sort of front-end product, that's the way that you're going to approach it. But the people that dominate the market, the people that truly dominate a market, what they find is a way to become all three of those things. Let's look at Russell Brunson and ClickFunnels. Now, Russell was selling all kinds of strategies from before. And he was a Sherpa to many people because he was coaching a lot of people. But he was doing strategies from the dot-com secrets days. He was teaching people strategy. So that's the map. Then he also had private clients or people that he worked with at a higher ticket and whatever. That's the Sherpa. And then ClickFunnels became the tool. And with ClickFunnels, of course, they created all this other suite of products inside there. But can you see how he grabbed that market, the funnel builder market, and then he had the Sherpa solution, the strategy solution, which is the map, and also the building blocks, right, with the tool. Now you have the shovels and the pickaxes ready to go. So whenever you're thinking of a market, you want to think of those three things. The map, the shovel and the pickaxes, and the Sherpa. How can you leverage all three of those? how can you possibly start? Let's say you're building a funnel. You can start with the map, then sell them the pickaxes and shovels, then sell them the Sherpa. You see? Once you're looking at a market with these lenses on, and this capability of looking at it from a multidimensional way of thinking, instead of just jumping into the first thing that you think about, you can do a lot more for your market by helping them on all these 3 core pillars. Now, that's useful at the market level. That's also useful at the offer level. If you go to your offer, you want to see that your offer is not leaning extremely heavy in one direction and has no support from the other 2 pillars. So let's think about it like this. If you're a coach and you're helping people out and the whole thing is about being the Sherpa, you want to have certain strategies and certain things mapped out already that you can give people in order to get them to come into you. If there's a software out there that you could make money as an affiliate if you don't have the funds to develop it, you could have it developed, or you could get no money and it's just a thing of pointing them in the direction of the tool that they need. But again, it's about thinking in terms of what benefits them. If you always think of them in the terms of the Gold Rush expedition, which is this concept, right? A Gold Rush expedition. You need 3 things. You need the map, you need the Sherpa, and you need the pickaxes and shovels. You got those 3 things, your odds of success go up a lot. So I want you to think about it next time that you're coming up with an offer or you're thinking of how to get into a market. These are the 3 things that you want to be looking for. And when I mention the pickaxes and shovels, it's all the tools that they need. What do they need in order to be successful? Sometimes that can be services, right? It may be that this person needs leads, and then you can do a lead generation service because that's what they need. So many of the services that we buy today fall into that category because of that, because we need it in order to achieve something else. So think about it. Next time you're looking at a market, you're thinking about an offer, you're thinking about creating something, always think the map, the pickaxes and shovels, the Sherpa. You get those 3 things right, you have an offer that can make you all the money you want. Especially if you find the right market with a lot of people that want to go on that Gold Rush expedition. Because if they want to go on that Gold Rush expedition and you have all these 3 components, you are head and shoulders above your competition. Which means you can succeed, but more importantly, it means that your clients will be successful, which will create a virtuous cycle that will keep your business growing and growing and growing. That's it for me today. This is Juan Morales signing out. I'll see you on the next one.